Hello, everybody. How are you? I hope everything is fine. Well, today we are going to talk about hyphenated words in English. Um, this is a mechanism, a very simple mechanism, which enables native speakers and, of course, non-native speakers like us to make and, of course, use a lot of vocabulary, in a way, new vocabulary in order to communicate. And this communication takes place when the meaning is communicated. Means um, you make something, and in this case, words. You put words together, and you communicate. Let's see how it's done. Well, I said this is a simple mechanism. It means that you just even sky is not the limit. You can just put words together and create modifiers. A modifier is something like adjectives. All adjectives are modifiers. Okay, modifiers are words or phrases or adverbs or adjectives, okay, which come before other phrases, nouns, other clauses. All these words, okay, don't worry about these. Means, okay, some kind of word which explains about some other kind of words. Okay, it's a modifier, and there is no limit to them. Almost theoretically speaking, there is almost no limit to them. So you can put words together, and in English we use hyphen. Hyphen is a short line. Okay, so you link actually words, the words that you think can make sense in that particular context. Put them together and then usually use them as a modifier. Sometimes they can be used as a noun phrase, means they function as nouns themselves, but usually there are modifiers, means they explain about other things which come after them. And as I mentioned, this is quite creative because in a way you are combining words together and making new words. So uh, if you, I don't know whether you're fond of mathematics or not, okay, so we have this simple formula, n factorial divided by m factorial times n minus m factorial, which shows how many combinations you can have. Just suppose that there are 1 million words in English. Well, nobody knows the exact number. Okay, maybe 1 million more or less. If we count the words which are used in science, okay, so there are a lot. If we want to apply this formula, as I mentioned, we have n factorial. N means the total number of the words in that particular thing, in that particular entity. Like here, for instance, 1 million words in English. Okay, then M is the number of the words put together. So sometimes you have two words hyphenated together, sometimes three, sometimes four, and sometimes more. Okay, so that is M. And then we have factorial. Factorial is written something like exclamation mark. And it means that each number is multiplied by the numbers preceding it. For instance, 6 factorial means 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. All right. So theoretically, again, theoretically speaking, if you have 1 million words in English, you can have trillions combinations of 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Again, let me emphasize here, this is theory, okay? How much you can do that, okay, depends on whether you can make sense in that particular context, okay? And then the final goal is communication, okay? If you can somehow create something which makes sense and can be understood by your interlocutor. That means the people who are listening to you or reading what you have written. All right. So much so good. Let's see that it's not just English which does that. Okay. In other languages like in French and German and perhaps other languages, we have something like that. I have explained about how English has borrowed many words from French and Latin, etc., etc. Okay, so please watch this video. In French, for instance, we have the word arc-en-ciel, means arc of arc-en-ciel means rainbow. As you can see, we have hyphens. There's another word, chef-d'œuvre, okay, which means masterpiece. Okay, so and many other words in French. In German, they don't use hyphens, but they can put words together and come up with very long words. For instance, this is a very well-known example of long words in German. Then for instance, Persian, we don't use hyphen, but we can put words together, okay? Just use the vowel e. For instance, you can say in Persian, I'm reading it, Persian. کتاب جدید گرون انگلیسی تازه ترجمه شده چاپ شده بدون سانسور این مترجم. So you can see, as far as you have breadth and you can alter this chain of words, you're allowed. The same is in English and perhaps many other languages. All right, now let's get into business. What I'm going to do quickly is, first of all, I'm going to give you some examples, some lists of two-word hyphenated words, three-word, or four and more. Very quickly, we have a look at them. These are very commonly used. Okay, so you might want just to pause and write them down or repeat them or take a picture, whatever you feel more comfortable. Okay, so a few of these examples of two-word, three-word, four and more, and then I'm going to show you some short clips from very famous movies, okay, in which hyphenated words are used. As always, 20 of them. Let me emphasize here that the quality of the picture and the sound is not that perfect, okay, and this is not our aim here, and maybe it makes it easier for passing that copyright thing in YouTube, okay? So my apologies for not a very good quality of sound and picture. And then at the end, I will give you some examples of Khomeini and Aftabe. Okay, and you will see that we are gonna get crazy with more than 20 words together when I'm dealing with this devil. Okay, so right now, just have a look at the list of hyphenated words that I have prepared for you. Very well. I hope you like these examples that I gave you. Try to use them, okay? So it's well, a very good way to learn and retain knowledge in your mind is to use what you newly have learned. Okay, now let's go to the films, to the movies. Now, before we start that, let me explain that I'm going to give one more example at the beginning, okay? And it's the example taken from the movie Knives Out, produced in 2019. And as you can see in this clip, this woman is trying to say that I'm innocent, and she's explaining about how a nice gentleman provided her daughter with college tuition fees, and she uses words like, and seems that she doesn't know the exact name of her daughter's major. So she says something like crypto, Marxist, post, deconstructural, feminist poetry, theory, whatever major.
Gives my mom a yearly allowance, and he's never missed wiring a tuition payment to my schools. He's a genuinely selfless man.
But you left the party early.
Have fun. To see some friends at Smith.
You know Dad pays for her crypto-Marxist, post-deconstructural feminist poetry theory, whatever major.
So you see, she brings and links these rather not relevant words with each other and links them with hyphen. Most probably, she doesn't know the major, her daughter's major, okay? And just using these old mumbo jumbo of words, okay? These words seem not to be relevant with each other, but they really make sense. And they show that she's not aware of what her daughter is doing in the college. Other examples are more or less like these. Okay. All right, let's watch these short clips from these movies.
Not great.
No, they're alive. I've still got telemetry on their vitals.
How long did they have?
Maybe 18 hours.
Ballast valves are jammed, which means it can't rise by itself. If we attempt to tow it, it's 50-50 that the tanks will explode and breach the capsule.
Can't we go hatch to hatch? Not a chance.
Is there anything I can help you with?
Yes, I operate a bespoke concierge service for high net worth individuals such as my client. We're looking for a luxury vehicle, something that will stand out from the pack, and my client's willing to pay in cash for something really special.
So, there you are. Yeah, in a way, it's kind of like a gardening, photography, painting class. I'm weeding out bad guys, developing a theory of the crime, and hoping that no one gets framed.
Well, I am just now realizing how unlikely a gardening, photography, painting class actually is.
Where am I? Well, you were born here. Sort of. You see, when I found you, you were more dead than alive. And the only way to save you was my groundbreaking procedure, radical transspeciesectomy. What's that mean? I put animal parts in you.
That is lucky. Hey, since you don't have to go back to work, why don't we go to Happier, that place we used to go to?
The place with the all-you-can-drink soju?
Soju. Yes. My treat.
Please, just allow me to explain myself. Excellent course of action. You see, I'm not a normal priest.
Was there ever such a thing?
I mean, I'm not a normal priest in the sense that I don't have my own congregation. I'm an investigator for the Vatican.
Vatican investigator. Sounds like a soon-to-be-cancelled TV show.
Raise your arms, Maurice. It's more fun when you raise your arms like these. I can fly. This could be it, Marty. I just want you to know you were truly a one in a million friend.
Thanks, buddy. You are the best ever.
Oh my God, look at you serving royalty slay smash mama 10 out of 10.
We'll take it.
No, this dress is $22,000.
Our final judgment is always based on the layover test, right? Who would you rather be stuck next to at an airport bar for a 6-hour delay? The 10 millionth kid who knows that if you shrink, your strength to weight ratio allows you to jump way higher? Duh. Or the out-of-the-box thinkers who turn being stuck in a blender into an advantage?
I think an internet place is looking for senior interns. Am I reading this right?
Let me see. Applicants must be over 65 years of age, have organizational skills, a genuine interest in e-commerce, whatever that is, and a roll-up-your-sleeves attitude.
What about the guns?
I was thinking about going out and killing myself a couple carjackers tonight.
Just any old run-of-the-mill carjacker.
I got a threshold for the abuse that I will take. Right now I'm a fucking race car, right? And you got me in a red. And I'm just saying that it's fucking dangerous to have a race car in a fucking red. That's all. I could blow.
Oh, you ready to blow? Yeah, I'm ready to blow. Well, I'm a mushroom cloud laying motherfucker. Every time my fingers touch brain, I'm Superfly TNT. I'm the guns of the Navarone. The building has its own power system, oxygen supply, and a state-of-the-art panic room. Good luck, Mother.
I understand that I wasn't giving you what you needed before, but I really think I can now. Ooh. Oh my God, Lucifer, your eyes, are you okay? What's happening?
Nothing. Just an end of the world prophecy being fulfilled.
What about you, Miles? You're a man about town, I presume?
Nah, gents. Sadly, I am not. Just a one woman at a time kind of guy.
Any horses in that one? Or hounds, for that matter. Our readers are equally intrigued by both species.
It takes place on a submarine.
Or bad luck. But, if there were horses in it, would you be riding them, or would you be getting a stunt horse double man thing?
That's a little insulting, isn't it? You know what's insulting? Waiting a week for one of your employees to call you back. I apologize. I was away accepting an award for comedy. Comedy's the 3.5-minute chunks of filler on TV between the commercials you sell.
No, don't completely. Oh, no, there was one from your mum. She said, don't forget lunch and her legs hurting again.
No one else?
Absolutely no one else. Though, if we're going for this obsessive writing down all the message thing, some American girl called Anna called a few days ago.
That's the good news. The bad news is I seem to be losing my ability to sustain object permanence. So it's sort of a glass half full, glass stops existing in time and space kind of deal.
Okay, let's walk through what just happened.
Man, I like you. What's your name?
Shrek.
Shrek? Well, you know what I like about you, Shrek? You got that kind of, I don't care what nobody thinks of me thing. I like that. I respect that, Shrek. You all right.
Well, I hope you have enjoyed watching these clips and you have learned those examples, seeing how they are used in those particular contexts. Now, before we say goodbye, let's deal with this devil, as I mentioned, Khomeini and Oftabe. I'm going to give you examples starting from 2-word hyphenated words and then 3 words, etc., etc. Let's start with 2-word hyphenated. Okay, so we can say Khomeini has inherited a well-crafted Oftabe. Now 3 words together. Khomeini proudly displays his much talked about antique Oftabe. Then we can put 4 words together and say Khomeini proudly keeps his passed down through generations antique Oftabe. And then we can have 5 words together. So we can say Khomeini is deeply attached to his never seen anything like it Indian Oftabe. Yeah, we know that originally he was from India, and yeah, his ancestors, grandfather or father, they came from India. So Great Britain kept them in order one day to come and ruin Iran. Okay, so politics, dirty politics. Now, 6 words together, we can say Khomeini lovingly gazes at his wooden tray for the world antique of the way. Okay, so this is the love of Khomeini. Now 7 words together. Khomeini admires his old and battered people keep mocking it, Indian of the way. Then we can have 8 words together. Khomeini treasures his one of a kind, never to be replaced Chinese of the way. Yeah, they are big brother. China and Russia, they have helped these two fucking supreme leaders, okay, Khomeini and Khamenei. And then now, as I mentioned, let's get crazy. I'm gonna break a record. Uh, Hyphenated words put together, more than 20 of them. Okay, so now speaking of which, okay, so the only limit whenever you're gonna make these strings of words together, okay, the only limit apart from meaning, okay, the thing should be semantically correct. Then is the limits is your interlocutor's understanding and let's say patience and ability to hear you, and then your breath, how much you can put together. Okay, let's see. The last example for Khomeini. Khomeini lovingly polishes his ancient, oddly shaped, everyone who sees it says is hideous, never going to be appraised for anything valuable, but still incredibly important to him, antique of the way. All right, I hope you have enjoyed today's lesson. Try to practice them and learn more and more. As usual, I'll give you a recap of what I talked about at the end. Please review the words I told you about and try to learn and try to be safe wherever you are. All right, looking forward to seeing you soon. Until then, goodbye.